Three, two, one. The United States Postal Service is bogged down in the most elaborate PSYOPs campaign in history. First, they fatten us up with those 2-for-1 pizza coupons, and then when we're too logy to bring back a fight, they sell us to the Red Cross, take our kidneys to throw back onto the pizzas and restart the process. And that is a quote from Dale Gribble. Hello, welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm Mac.
And I'm Dr. Biggs. Buy my COVID shield kit.
Buy my L's.
Yeah, buy my L meters. They're
Yeah,
definitely
your L
not
meters.
spying into your
Really
conversations.
catch in tune with your leukemia. You know, it's just a divine gift from God.
Yeah, listen, just
And the
wait till you get
sky
your
people.
fucking luminal codes. Of course, we're talking about Mac of me, of course.
Well, of course, yeah. But yeah, so let's just, let's get started. Nefarious Reels, talk about some bad movies. Doing the usual routine as before, so let's just get it started with my pick, the retro one, which is 1988's Mac and Me, directed by Stuart Rafil, who did previously, that we've talked about, Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. If only this film
Pretty,
lived up to the
pretty
T Rex
cool.
expectation.
But no dinosaurs here. This time we get this alien who is only referred to as Mac, which is an acronym for Mysterious Alien Creature. And
Definitely not a plug for
he's sucked
McDonald's.
into a rover from his homeland, and there's some science experiments going on, but they're let out. So he and his family just basically escape, and they both drift off, and Mac just lands in somewhere in California. Was it San Francisco? I don't. It
California.
was somewhere in California. I know that. But yeah, then he meets this wheelchair kid, Eric, his brother, who's named Mike, and then their mom, and there's some stuff that happens.
And then there's some shenanigans.
Yep, there's some shenanigans. It's really a we have ET at home kind of movie. So, Ninjedi, what did you think about this?
Man, I was so let down for this because this film has like such a reputation
Mm-hmm.
like such a big reputation that I knew it existed like way before anything else. I feel like before this podcast, there's always a film that's been on my radar, and I watched this. I was like, that's it. That's the hype behind Mac and Me. Like I don't
It's
know.
just a bunch of stuff happening with no good, bad moments.
Yeah, well, that's not entirely true. They do have a fucking McDonald's dance number.
They do have a McDonald's dance.
It's no
You can't say that
Dunkaccino.
about a lot of movies.
I can't believe Dunkaccino ripped off the Mac and Me McDonald's dance. Oh my god. You telling me Adam Sandler's really a hack fraud?
You know what they say, the truth hurts.
Yeah, Now, I'm just gonna assume that Dunkaccino came first. No, like
Yeah,
it says in the
Dunkachino came
Bible, at
first
first
in
there's nothing, and
2011.
then there's Dunkaccino.
Yep,
That's
that's how
my
it goes.
Bible. It didn't help that I hated the fucking alien design so fucking much.
They are not pleasing to look at. You can tell they were done for very cheap.
Like, couldn't you at least make it like not like human skin colored aliens? Because that's all I was thinking of. It's just like Uncanny Valley. I hate the fucking big old. Like they try to make it cute and they fucked up so badly. It's big ass eyes. It's bulging out of its skull and the weird fucking like baby fat cheeks and the weird like nubs on its head, but with like a human flesh body. I swear, we were like one step away from this becoming like fucking alien porn. I swear to God, Cole. They like I know they're naked and they don't have any like anatomical parts, but I swear I felt like we are at like 3 seconds away from penning down, and there's this fucking gross, disgusting like alien dick, and their fucking mouth is like blowhole shaped.
like a whale, kind of.
It's very round. It's like a donut, and it's perfect size to fit a hot dog into that donut hole. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh God. I think
So
I know
yeah,
exactly what you're saying, and I'm trying not to picture that right now.
yeah. Unfortunately, you're with me, and I'm gonna. And it unfortunately it's now an intrusive thought that's just implanted in your brain now. Sorry about that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, but yeah, Mac and me. Let's
Mac and me.
just
I don't like the look of the
get in.
aliens. That's strike
Yeah,
one.
don't. And too bad because that's a lot of the movie. And that's how this movie starts because we're on the aliens' homeland, which looked like it was outside of Saturn
They're on a
because of
dune.
the
They're on the dune
rings.
planet.
They're on Arrakis.
Yeah, they're on Arrakis. They're trying to drink water. They're Arrakis
NASA was
before all the
trying to
people came
harvest
for
the
the spice.
spice. Yeah, they came for the spice so they could control the galaxy.
Yeah,
That was
that's what.
their
What do you
end
think? They're
game.
the straw. They're sucking out the spice out of the ground. Obviously.
Duh. They just have to challenge the Lisan El Gaib, Paul Atreides.
I mean, they do walk pretty weird, so they are able to avoid those fucking sandworms.
Mm-hmm. But no sandworms this time.
It was
There's a
just the U.S.
space
government,
rover.
an even bigger
Yeah.
threat.
But yeah, sandworms not existent here. You get a rover that joins on, picking up rocks, and then it sucks them in a vacuum.
Like, and not just Mac, just like all of them, which I thought was kind of weird. Because this has a reputation of being like that ET ripoff.
Yep.
Which is kind of wild because when you like read it, because I read it in the Wikipedia, they're like, oh, they try to make it different by giving him like special powers and stuff, and having his family be there. But it's like this is just straight up ET. You're not avoiding the ET allegations. It's so over.
Yeah, you're really not. It's like it's basically another version of like like all of those mockbusters of animated movies like Ratatouille or A Car's Life, where they just kind of change the title around and have certain characters with similar, not exactly tropes, but like arcs and just characterization, but they really are just like you can clearly see and be like, yep, you're just ripping this off.
Yeah.
It's basically that, but they made the alien look different.
Yeah, well,
that's why.
They also try to mix up by having, because not only does Mac get sucked into it, like the whole family gets sucked into it, which I thought was kind of weird.
Dad, sister,
the sister, his mother, his father,
for a while.
Or maybe it's Mac and his two gay dads. I don't know. We don't know what the sex. They might not even have a sex. It might be
maybe
like
just
they
androgynous.
They just mate, like symbiotically. In fact, the kid's kind of being a little sexist by assuming the alien has a gender. Interesting.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. This film is...
We gotta cancel that kid now.
We're gonna have to cancel him. Well, I mean, he did almost die in the film. He fucking flew off a cliff. But getting a little far ahead.
Yeah, we're getting a little far ahead, but...
It's just weird the whole family. I assumed it was going to be, okay, Mac gets sucked up, taken away, and then the family is going to come. The government captures the family, and then, like, the kids have to help Mac free his family. I thought it was going to be something like that, but, like, the government side of thing is, like, very, almost non-existent, it feels like. Like, they're not a threat, like, at all in this film.
They're only there for, like, the chasing. That's it. There's not really too much checking back in other than, hey, have you seen these weird aliens? No? All right, have a good day, ma'am.
You haven't? Ah, bummer. And they're like, oh, dude, no, they totally saw those aliens, guys.
Yeah, they're definitely here, I can smell bullshit from a mile away.
Yeah, it also kind of undermines a bit of the plot, because the whole thing is, like, we need to get Mac and reunite with his family, but Mac just ran off like a little shit. Like, if he just stuck with his family, they would have been, like, fine, I feel like.
But then there wouldn't be a movie, though.
Yeah, they're like true, but like I don't know. I can't really feel that bad for Mac. You think being on an alien world, you want to stick together with your family, but I guess not.
Yeah, no, he just kind of goes his own path. Maybe he was just a little annoyed with them, and now he's just like, I'm just gonna run off and see what adventures there are in the world, while also not trying to be seen.
Which, I mean, I don't know how people don't see them as much as they do, because it's like, I mean, look at the fucking thing.
Especially in the daytime, because that's like, prime hours to actually be seen. But no, he's a pretty good incognito trickster, apparently.
Yeah,
No one seems to figure out that he's around. Everyone thinks that Eric is crazy. They're just like, you're just having schizophrenic episodes, son.
I
You're
mean, I
just
guess to
cuckoo.
be fair, they did stuck Mac in like a teddy bear mini costume, and he does all his
Mm-hmm.
alien shit. Everyone's like, "Whoa, that's such a cool toy!" So maybe we're
Yeah,
giving too
it's
much
really
credit to the
cool.
humans.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh, but you said you had him for a while. Yeah, he got new batteries. Oh wow, we went. Oh, holy shit!
We really
Honestly,
jumped
who cares?
ahead.
I think we can go sporadic. Who cares?
Yeah, to be fair, not a lot happens of note in the movie. I mean, it's not like Home Sweet Home where there's like 2, 3 memorable moments and then like there's nothing else, but like it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like around that kind of tier. I feel like,
Yeah, that's definitely fair to say.
which is kind of because it's only like an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half. So like,
It's like over an hour 40. It's like yeah, like about an hour 40.
I'm not to judge even farther ahead, but at least Clash in the College Part 2 has the excuse of being 3 fucking hours.
Surprisingly, yes. Like it actually has a justified runtime because I remember when I was like, I was checking the time here and there just to see where I'm at in Mac and Me. I was like, holy shit, I'm an hour in, but it doesn't feel like too much has been going on. I've just been kind of riding the vibes, but I'm like, damn, when are we actually going to get to the whole they're going to chase the alien thing and like, what the heck?
Like last 15, 20 minutes of the movie. And you know what? I wouldn't mind if we had to wait that long, but there's never really ending, like, there's not a lot of bonding time with Mac and the kid, like, at all, I feel like.
No. Which, yeah, definitely kind of takes away from the whole thing about like what ET. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Yeah, it kind of like misses that whole just like bond of human and alien like ET has. Like you see Elliot and ET bond and build up this little friendship they have, even though they're from different worlds. And this one is just like, oh yeah, he's here. He's an alien. He's kind of cool. He stretches his arms out.
Alright. I mean, maybe it's just the case that, like, 'cause I haven't seen E.T. in, like, forever, but I'm pretty sure E.T.
Mm-hmm.
didn't save Elliot's life, while, Mac saved his kid's life when he fucking rode down off a fucking cliff, and he pulled him out of the
Yeah.
water with the wheelchair. So I don't know. Maybe that gave them like an instant like connection in a way. You saved my life. I am now indebted to help you.
Yeah, it could be that kind of like silent agreement. They're just like, yeah, now we're friends,
Well, I mean, first you had to catch him with a
basically.
vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
Also, there is a girl character in her introduction. She's dressed up as an Indian, which is kind of racist,
Problematic.
very problematic. Like, wow, okay.
Yeah, she's got the headdress on, the face paint, and it's like, ooh, wow.
She's in full red face. I'm just saying, this film, they couldn't make this film again. Which we know the people demand more Mac and Me.
They they really want the Mac and Me universe to further expand.
Yeah, bring in the multiverse. Open up the who owns Mac and Me right now? Is it Marvel? Does Disney own it? Can Mac show up in fucking Marvel's Doomsday? Are you looking it up right now?
Kind of. Actually, where did Mac and Me?
Okay, I'm looking it up right
Mac
now.
and Me.
Okay, well, it was Orion, and then Orion got MGM, and then Amazon got MGM. So technically, Amazon owns Mac and Me. Even though I watched
Okay.
Mac and Me on Tubi, the absolute banger streaming site, Tubi. Tubi, send me merch. I will shill for you like forever until, of course, you force me to buy it. In which, fuck you, I hate you.
Oh, apparently, I'm just looking up on the Wikipedia. It seems that there was a planned sequel, but due to the poor reception and it also performing pretty bad at the box office, the sequel plans were canceled.
Is there any like thing about what the sequel would have been about?
Um, Production. Let's see. Filming. No, I don't want. Reception and legacy. I don't. Oh wait, can sequel was announced at the time of the film's release. It ends with the text "will be back," but given its unpopularity, a sequel did not happen. Producer R.J. Lewis spoke of the ending in a 2017 interview and did not rule out a sequel. He claimed there was public interest because home video sales have made the film profitable for Orion Pictures, and also said that Mac would resonate with modern young moviegoers. Okay, there's not really ideas of what the sequel was, but they're just like, we had ideas of bringing it back because of how much home video sales have made it more popular, but that's not. I'm kind of disappointed there isn't like too much of a what a sequel would have been like.
I guess it's just gonna be a mystery forever for us.
It won 2 Razzies and got nominated for 2 others. It was nominated for Worst Picture and Screenplay. It won for Worst Director and Worst New Star in Ronald McDonald.
Oh damn. Poor Ronnie. What did he do? He showed up for like 10 seconds.
He was literally there for like 30 seconds for that birthday party, and that's it.
This is more bullshit than when Donald Trump won a Razzie for Ghosts Can't Do It, when he was only in the film for like a minute.
It lost to Cocktail for Worst Picture.
Oh yeah, with fucking.
With a really young Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. That's his name. I kept thinking George Clooney, but I knew it wasn't George Clooney.
It's the other hot stud that women all swooned over.
But yeah, Mac and me, baby.
Mac and
It's
me.
not Mac and you or Mac and us. It's Mac and me.
Oh God, I loved when they said that.
Oh, that was that iconic moment at the end of the film where the kid goes, "Mac, it's not Mac and you or Mac and us. It's Mac and me."
Yep, just stand up, cheerworthy moment right there.
I guess we should talk about the other characters that aren't just Mac. You have the kid character. I mean, he's in a wheelchair, which I looked up. Apparently, he really was. He needed that wheelchair. He was there. It was pushed at the time that they were like, we want to have a kid actor that actually needs to use the wheelchair, or a producer pushed for that, and they went for it.
Actually, yeah, good for them.
Yeah, kind of based
casting a kid in a wheelchair for.
And like, okay, we're gonna push you down this hill, and you're gonna fall on this cliff. So don't fucking die, okay?
I mean, you'll fall in the water, but you know.
But you know what they say: you fall at that fast of a speed, water is basically concrete. So, good luck with that.
Yep. Tally ho.
We've also thrown in some man-eating sharks in there just to really up the stakes.
In this like little lake.
Yeah, in this little lake. It's so small we couldn't fit any other fish. So they're really hungry. So, just bob and weave out of the way somehow. You don't need those legs, right? You can't use them.
Yeah, and I was about to say too that that scene, where the kid falls into the lake with Mac right there, that was the one scene I've only known about that entire movie because did you ever see those clips from Conan where Paul Rudd would be on and he would advertise whatever movie he's in?
Yeah, and then it'd be like, I have a clip of the movie I can show you, or whatever it is. It's always that scene. Yeah, I saw that like a couple months back. That was pretty funny. It makes me wild that you've never seen the Chairman of the Board Conan clip before, because that one's also one of the more well-known.
I've never seen that, but I have seen the Mac and Me one.
Yeah, because that's also probably the other most well-known Conan movie-related thing. It's the Paul Rudd, Mac and Me cliff scene, and Norm Macdonald saying, shitting all over Chairman of the Board.
Which, rightfully so.
It wasn't even out yet, but man, Norm Macdonald tore the shit out of that film. Right in front of the co-star of the film that had to basically advertise it. If it stars Carrot Top, I know what the film's called. Box Office Poison. What's the name of the film? Chairman of the Board. Okay, Chairman of the Board. Try making a joke out of that, you freak. I bet board is spelled B-O-R-E-D. And he was right. He was right.
Way to go, Norm.
Yeah, no, never forget. Never forget Norm Macdonald. He was kind of funny, I guess.
He was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was. But Mac and Me.
But yeah, Mac and Me.
I do have to say, I hate Mac's choice in soda being a Coke. because I'm a
Are
Dr.
you a
Pepper
Pepsi
guy. So fuck
Oh,
you,
Dr.
fuck
Pepper.
Mac. Drink a real fucking soda. Drink Dr. P, baby.
But Coke has the cocaine in it.
Yeah, well, Dr. Pepper has 28 distinct flavors. One of them could be cocaine. You don't know that.
Oh, okay, you got me there. Also, in the war between Coca-Cola and Pepsi, just remember which of the two sold to the Soviet Union in exchange for naval warships. Yeah, Pepsi, which
Oh.
is what Dr. Pepper's a part of.
What?
So,
Well, no. Dr. Pepper isn't affiliated with Pepsi or Coca-Cola. No, I swore I looked this up, but I think Dr. Pepper isn't part owned by either company, but they do use either one for bottling manufacturing. Dr. Pepper's the Switzerland of sodas.
it's oh shit, yeah, it does. Yeah, distributor both Coca-Cola company and Pepsi. Okay. They just kind of tag along on either
Yeah,
side.
Dr. Pepper is the Switzerland, but specifically the ones where their banks holds all the Nazi gold.
God.
So they'll still work for both sides of evil, like good or evil, but they probably
Yeah.
do tip their toes in it a little bit of the evil.
Yeah.
What were we talking
Shady
about?
stuff, but yeah.
We're talking about Mac and Me, right? There's the kid in the wheelchair. He's like the not Elliot character. He's definitely not Elliot. He's an original character for this original
Yeah, he's
movie.
an original character. He's a boy.
But that implies that Elliot wasn't a boy in the movie.
He's moving to California from Chicago.
Because his dad's dead. He died.
Did they say his dad died?
I think it's implied.
I thought it was. I wasn't sure if it was dead or a divorce.
Well, this was the 80s. They like to kill their family members.
Okay, you do have a point there. They. What happened to this family member? Oh, died. Peacefully? No, very horrible death. He was like mauled by grizzly bears.
It was the 80s. Wasn't that like what war was happening at the time? Was Vietnam happening at the time?
No, Vietnam was mostly like 60s into the 70s, 80s. Well, 80s really was just the war on drugs.
Or was it like the
Ronald
Cold
Reagan
War?
was
Was it the
pushing.
Cold War happening?
Cold War was from like late 40s up to about the early 90s. So
I don't know. We were probably in some like proxy war at the time, so like probably
more-
Mac and Me's.
if it's 88, it's probably if I have my history right, I think the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan was still happening during then. So
do you think that
that could be.
his dad was deployed in Afghanistan as part of the KGB?
Yes, he was part of the Spetsnaz.
That makes the
He
story
was the part
funnier
of
if
that-
you imagine that his father was part of like the Soviet Union army, and the rest of the family left him behind to flee to the U.S.
Well, he was a part of the Pepsi branch where they got the naval warships.
That's my canon.
So Pepsi could be sold in the Soviet Union.
Maybe that's what the sequel would have been about. The Soviets trying to get their hands on Mac and Me, and they have to stop that from happening. That's how you learn the dad's still alive and he's turning a new leaf with American values.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch Mac and Me too if that was what it was about.
Again, we're just so chock full of ideas. Why does nobody come to us?
I don't know, man. I think we're just too indie and niche for these fucking hack frauds that is Hollywood.
These nerds.
The fucking Hollywood elites with their freaking secret dens and their P. Diddy parties. You know, we're just too good for them, Cole. That's what it is. I'm totally not jealous at all. But Mac and Me.
Yeah,
We keep getting
Mac
off
and Me.
topic about Mac and Me.
Yeah, so we got Eric, we got his brother Mike. There's those other two, Debbie
There's
and
the girl and girl
Courtney.
sister.
Yeah, the older sister Courtney works at McDonald's, and then, at one point we go to that McDonald's and Mac starts dancing in the bear
Mac
suit.
goes, "What's my name? Mac and Me.
Don't-
It's a whole new game. Mac and Me.
Mac and Me. You want creamy goodness?
You want
I'm
maca
your
sauce? I'm your friend."
Say hello to my barbecue blend.
Man, yeah, that's probably one of three key important scenes of the film. Kid falls off cliff. Mac and Me dances at McDonald's, which I guess technically causes a huge distraction that allows them to escape.
Yeah, a lot of them escape from NASA and the government.
Yeah, because, they're powerless against the power of dance. It's just too powerful.
Exactly. Yeah, and then they also run into a Sears. A couple TVs are broken. Some glass doors broken by the government people.
They run really fast.
Also, I forgot to say that Mac, has he shoots lightning out of his fingers because
Yeah,
he was able to lock the door from the inside.
well, very epic. They had to fucking break down the glass. Oh, so fucking
Yeah, by
cool.
chucking a TV like it's Black Friday.
It's Friday, Friday. Gonna get down
Gonna
on
get down on
Friday.
Friday.
Everybody look forward to the
To the
weekend.
weekend.
Friday, Friday.
Mac and Me.
Mac and Me. Friday. Watching Mac and Me on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the sequel.
All right, so yeah, we got that happening.
They go to the fucking mine tunnel from Zizek's Road.
Yeah, they go to a mine tunnel. That's also how Mac was able to communicate because of windmills and then that
They're like, oh,
hand
you
gesture.
mean straw. And it's like, how the fuck did you get that conclusion?
I don't know, man. But, we found them, takes them in, and again, they get revived with Coca-Cola. So the aliens, trying to keep a low profile. I think they stole a Sprite also.
This is a soda psyop, man. It makes you trying to get you to buy more Coke products.
Yeah, they're like, hey, Coke really put a lot into the budget for advertisement, so they're like, hey, just keep pumping Coca-Cola and Sprite, and we'll be good.
See, I didn't fall for that because I'm a Dr. Pepper guy, so I've just been drinking Dr. Pepper after buying all those Big Macs and Chicken McNuggets for no reason whatsoever.
What about the McRib?
The McRib, unfortunately, was not in season at the time.
Damn it!
No, you know what you people have done to me?
Was around, he would have brought it back permanently.
Yeah, do you think if Mac and Me featured the McRib, that we would have it forever?
Yes. I mean, if it was Germany and Luxembourg, which has it as a permanent menu item, then yes.
Well, everyone knows that, everyone in Luxembourg and Germany love Mac and Me, so,
Mm-hmm.
Their version of Mac and Me, it's about the Rib Witch. It's not about Mac eats a Rib Witch instead of drinking a Coke. But, yeah, they save his family, and that leads to our big climax of the movie.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, where basically they inadvertently cause a scene because a bunch of fucking naked-ass aliens are walking around trying to drink soda.
In a grocery store, and then, knock over all the Coke cans.
It grabs a gun, and then all the police show up and they're like, we're gonna fucking shoot you! Because you're
not gonna hurt you, but they have a gun. Okay? They have a gun. You don't know what they're gonna do with it, son.
Yeah, they end up...
They could just start shooting all willy-nilly, and I'll be... staying here, totally not gonna shoot mine. No questions asked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mac tries to roll up to them as they're walking away, and then a cop trips and fires the gun, and then all the cops just start shooting the aliens and blow up the fucking gas station, and then the kid's fucking dead. Though technically, it was a cut scene where when the officer trips and the gun fires off, Mac gets fucking shot dead. But they had to cut that out because test audiences are fucking weak-willed, then not based, and don't like children dying for some reason. Which is lame.
Wimps.
Lame.
Lame.
Very lame.
But a strip mall explodes. That was cool.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of neat. I don't know. At that point, I was just like, is this film fucking over yet? What the fuck?
No, not yet. Just you wait. Because then we get a cutaway.
Well, first, the family brings the kid back to life.
Eric passes out. They're trying to, do CPR, resuscitate him. But then, was it Mac or the dad? I think it was the dad
alien.
Yeah, he's able to use his finger to bring him back. And then he's okay.
And they're
And I
like,
guess that was enough for these people to be like, all right, yeah, you can stay here.
okay, yeah, we're gonna make you a U.S. citizen now.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna make you all U.S. citizens. No questions asked. We're just gonna swear you in a couple months later, and here you go.
and yeah, that's it. And then they drive off in a fucking car that I guess they just like get.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they got it. So,
And then
and
that's
yeah, that
Mac and me.
is ET2.
ET2, ET harder.
E yes, ET harder.
Mac and me T.
Mac and meat.
Yeah, Mac and oh god,
MEET.
that's the porn name. That's my feared porn version that I was so worried about.
Oh God.
I'm gonna dip into the fucking forbidden realm, and I'm gonna see if there's a Mac and me porn parody.
Oh God.
My hope is no.
I hope not.
Well, nothing shows up in
Oh, thank
Google
God.
past just regular porn stuff, and apparently ISIS loves Stacy Cash, which I don't know what that is, but I think that's something I have to not check out later. I'm gonna have to edit that bit out. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that is Mac and me.
Mac and me. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
So, anything else, or do you just want to?
I mean, what else is there to say about Mac and me? We talked about like the three things of note. Like I'm trying to think, was there anything else that like caught my interest in a good or bad way?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Compared to us, I thought it was a little charmful. It was like, it's not like doing much, but it's not also like a complete waste of time. I had some weird, ironic enjoyment. The McDonald's dance scene was kind of funny, and then obviously the iconic kid falls into the lake scene.
I mean, I can't deny that there aren't things to have fun with, but I just think it's a little too far in between everything else. Originally, I had this above 6 out of the 8 Alpha and Omega films, but I'm actually lowering it. So now it's only above 5 of the 8 Alpha and Omega films. But I think I've said everything I wanted to about
Yeah,
Mac and
I've
me.
probably said everything I wanted to as well. So let's move on to our modern pick. So take it away.
Whew, boy, yeah. Yeah, Clash in the College Part 2, Terry and Trumpland, or if you went off the
Woo!
fucking title card when you start the movie, Clash in the College Part 3, Terry and Trumpland. I don't know what the fuck happened
Yeah.
to Part
I was like,
2.
is this like a Thanksgiving 3 situation?
I don't know. I mean, technically, Paul Katupali, he did. This is his third directed
Oh,
film. There is a second one called
there
from
is the
2012
second
called
one.
Hitler's Girl. Uh, but I kind of
Now we
assumed
have
that this was
explained
like a
that.
separate, not part of the Clash in the College timeline. So my bad. I apologize. I only assumed that because this film was called Clash in the College Part 2, Terry and Trumpland. But I digress. We'll talk about Hitler's Girl one day. But for now, Clash in the College Part 2, Terry and Trumpland is about a multitude of different characters, but I guess mainly it's about Terry. This period of time where there's Terry and like his dad, and they're like kind of like they believe in the conspiracy theory stuff, and then there's Dr. Biggs, who is their doctor, who is like COVID isn't real. And vaccines cause autism. Buy my L meter and wait for the cosmic
COVID
codes
kits.
to be sent to you. There's there's like a investigative reporter, and then there's like a politician that's trying to that's dealing with some issues with like her assistant George, I guess, and then there's like this asshole activist guy that like wants to burn down the church, and like his like girlfriend or wife or whatever that's pregnant, and then there's like a huge like running for senator campaign that like the Dr. Biggs wants to win and is like like super corrupt and doing anything she can to win it, and Terry's dealing with like a bunch of conspiracy things, and fucking Paul Katupali I think plays a different character than he does in the first film. Uh,
Yeah,
he
I think he
he does
does.
not have an iconic line where he goes, "What are these round things?" But he does go like,
He learned
"Oh,
his
I like
lesson.
hot dogs. I thought hot dogs were made from dog meat, so I stayed away from them." And you know, there's that, and you know, it's about society. There's a fucking Trump burger restaurant that has creamy MAGA sauce,
MAGA
which is
song.
like was, it's Cole. What'd you think of Clash in the College Part Two, Terry and Trumpland?
Okay, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, I accidentally clicked out of Discord, so
Oh,
I
anyway,
was
so
gone.
Cole, what'd you
About
think of Clash on the College Part Two, Terry and Trumpland?
much like the first movie, you know how like initially we like really were just shitting on it and hating it, but then over time, the more like shitty movies we watched and realized, okay, there's some charming Clash at the College. Yeah, this was what this movie was, but in 3 hours. Because like those, I mean, I was texting you while watching this while the Tubi breaks were happening. It was like the first 40, 45 minutes. I'm like, holy shit, this is like the most giga cringe thing ever. They're getting way too deep into the conspiracy theory angle. But then once that hour mark hits, and it's just like, okay, I can see where you're going with this now, Paul. You're doing like, I don't know if you're really getting the point home correctly, but hey, you're doing a interesting satire on the American political landscape right now, and you kind of get these weirdo conspiracy theorists down pretty right. So,
What
and
I'm
it's
thinking
still
is this
interesting
is
to
this is
me.
the Jean
Yes.
Dielman of
Yes.
movies because it's three
It's the
hours
movie that
long, and you're like, well,
it,
that was fucking boring. And then as the days pass, you go, wait a minute, it's not leaving my head. What the fuck?
it tests your patience, and then you realize, holy shit, there's a lot more to chew on now.
There is so much to unpack, and I don't know where to start with
Like,
this.
this is a very much more Neil Breen coded movie, and it does have some green screen moments.
Yeah, it does. My
So,
favorite
very
one is the
fitting.
one where the senator hides into her desk, and then it has
Yes.
like the legs, but it's like the like from like the bottom of it, like just right above where his feet is up, so it makes him feel like he's like super tall somehow.
Yeah, or the desk is just very, very tiny.
Yeah, that's also very possible. Like I don't know, this discussion can either be really long or really short. I don't know which end of this of the
We'll
spectrum this
see
film's gonna
what
fall in.
happens. But yeah, so I don't know. Where do we start? The beginning?
I just feel like we're gonna have to do the
I
Mac and Me thing and just go all over the
like
fucking
it
place
just
because
I mean, you might be right
like
because
how do you can
I
because I just watched the film and I cannot tell you what happens in this film in chronological order because it's just there's just so much to kind of
there's
unpack.
so much, but also so little. Because you get like a lot of, the original Clash of the College where, they're talking about, there's a lot of the key buzzwords with some of the political talk, and then that goes on for a bit, but you don't really get like the left versus right discussion like you did in Clash at the College. You just kind of get more of that COVID satire anger discussion, much like Eddington from last year.
Yeah, but this film's better, obviously.
Yes, yes.
Just a weird thing because first it feels like it tries to be satirical at first because they have like when there's the pastor and he's talking, he's like, "Oh, Forrest
Mm-hmm.
Gumper," and there's like
Yeah,
Tom
okay,
Hinkles is running like a child sex ring in Hollywood, and then like I said, they have the
exactly.
fucking Trump burger with the creamy MAGA sauce.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
And then they fucking
It,
drop it later because they just start talking about Kamala Harris and
yeah,
like
okay,
all
that's
these
also the
real
weird thing
things.
too. I wanted to mention because for some people, they like gave them fake names, but then other ones, it's like Kamala, Ben Shapiro gets name dropped. You got, oh fuck, I feel like there was someone else. I mean, I guess Joe Biden, but then you also, yeah, like have Tom Hinkle. You have Forrest Gumper, you have Sean Lindbergh, you got Alfred Jones. It really makes me wonder, okay, why are some names obviously changed and why some weren't? But, I guess it adds on to the satirical angle. Who knows?
Like, I don't know. Like, do you think he was trying to be more funny with this film? I don't think he was. I think he took this one very seriously.
As opposed to the first movie, yeah. I think, which is weird too, because I really did not know at other points where I'm like, okay, is this supposed to be taken seriously? Or is this supposed to be like, just I can obviously have fun with this. I'm poking fun at both sides, satirical kind of thing.
I don't know. I think mainly most of the scenes that have himself in it are the ones that are trying to be a little bit more funny.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that works though, because there's that scene where he buys 4 COVID shield kits from from Dr. Biggs, and then later it's just like he wasn't an immigrant. He's actually an FBI informant. He bought all those, and you're gonna go to fucking jail, bitch.
Get pwned, noob.
Yeah, get punked. And then she doesn't get arrested for like another hour for something completely different.
Yeah, something at the very end of the movie. But hey, better later than never.
Also, the funny scene is when she sells the COVID shield to the dad, and he's like, "Oh well, I don't have $1,000 on me." And he's like, "It's okay. I'll give you a 25% discount, so it'll only be $750." He's like, "Okay, can I get 2? One for me, one for my son?"
Yeah, that's $1,500.
He's like, "I gotta pay in installments."
Yeah, here you go. Because you've also been my patients for a long time, so I can give you some slack. You're good people.
Yeah. Why do you always keep giving drug screenings to all the African American people?
I'm watching out for them, okay?
Yeah, okay. Am I not paying you enough?
Yeah, why are you asking me all these questions?
Oh, remember the scene where they're like, when they're like, "Oh, well, what do you want to see at the theater?" And they're like, "Oh, do you want to watch?"
Oh yeah, Lightyear.
Yeah, want to watch Lightyear? He's like, "Oh, I don't want to fucking give Disney. They're way too woke."
Disney's woke propaganda. What about Top Gun? No, Tom Cruise is that goddamn kind of Scientologist motherfucker.
He's got all those crazy things.
Yeah, he's nuts. Let's wait for something good.
Yeah, there's like Ben Shapiro said we can't watch that, so
Yeah, so you got to take Ben Shapiro's word for granted. So.
Let's just put on 10 Commandments or Ben-Hur on Blu-ray. I'm like, bro, man, you don't have a 4K player? Oh, man, these are fucking fake film fans. Look at these fucking broke wokies who can't even fucking afford a fucking 4K player.
Well, they're too busy getting Trump burgers and MAGA sauce.
Yeah, they gotta buy the Trump burger and the creamy MAGA sauce.
Spuds or whatever those were.
And they gotta buy the fucking COVID shields and they gotta get the L meters. Cause the dad gets Lyme disease. He's like, I have a tick
Lyme
on me
disease.
and I have chest pains. He's like, oh, you have Lyme disease. But I'm not gonna give you, I don't believe in big pharmaceuticals. This is
really
a gift.
Connecting with your human self, so
Lyme is a gift.
Talk to aliens.
I like this whole film. It's just the dad just dying for the entire movie.
Yeah, and which is also weird too, because he's both like conspiratorial, but also at the same time he does use his brain. He's like, hey, maybe I should get a vaccine, take a shot or something.
He's like, no, that's gonna mess up with your Lyme disease. You will not get a vaccine. In fact, you should go to a COVID hotspot and just like stand in the middle of everyone coughing.
Yeah.
It will unlock your third eye.
I totally forgot about one of the other fake names, Rogan Benson, who was, I guess, that guy who was sitting on the lawn chair, just spewing off the same mumbo jumbo of anti-vaccine bullshit.
He's just like, there's the snake, and then the woman took care of the snake, and then the snake bit her, and she died, and they're like, yo, bro, what was it that? It's like, dude, I'm a fucking snake, what'd you expect? And then I was like, yeah, that speaks to me. I was like Dr. Biggs, and everyone who was listening on their fucking phone. I was like, yeah, this speaks to me.
He's literally me.
Oh my god. He is literally me. I guess we should talk about some of the other characters. There's the fucking one protester guy that's just like always mad and he wants to burn down this church.
Yeah, he wants to burn down stuff. He wants to kill. He wants to really cause anarchy.
The whole time it's just like, I'm gonna burn down the church. It's the only way. And like, I'm no expert, but it's just like you're splashing on like gasoline on a stone church in winter. I don't know what you think you're gonna accomplish.
Yeah, I don't know either, but that's the whole point by the end.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm sorry that I almost tried to kill people, you and the Dr. Biggs, and I assaulted you, and I tried to go down the church like multiple times. Can I join QAnon again? Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
the
I mean
Qs were
Quaker.
Quakers.
The Quakers. Isn't that a fucking hockey team?
Maybe?
Here, let me look up
Might be like a
Quakers.
minor league one. But I mean, Quakers is like a common name for like a group in Pennsylvania, I believe, too. So, also Quaker Oats.
Wait. Quakers are people who belong to the Religious Society of Friends, originally known as simply as the Society of Friends, a historically Protestant Christian set of denominations. So there we go. It wasn't. They weren't weirdo freaks. They're just religious fanatics. So it's fine. That would be way more funny if they're just like, you need Jesus in your heart, Terry. That's the problem. Oh yeah, I love the scene with the fucking angry guy. He's just when it's just like, I have stress and anxiety. You need to give me
And
pills.
depression.
And then there's a
And I
fucking
need
montage of everything. And the funniest one is when it just hits the shower. And he goes, Dush, Brett Kavanaugh. And it's like, damn, dude, calm down. And then they have that weird
Like, I
edit where
know.
it's like a split screen where there's Dr. Biggs and then
Oh
there's
God,
fucking the
yeah,
guy.
the like split. Yeah, it was like, what the hell? They're like actually trying things.
You just
I'm
don't
like,
get
nope.
the
Pats on
artistic
the back,
vision.
Paul. Like, good job. You're actually trying stuff and not just making a bland ass movie cinematography wise.
I wish I could say
I
the
kind
same
of
thing
respect
about
it.
his audio.
Yes, let's talk. Yeah, the amazing audio work where sometimes you couldn't even get sound, and then other times it's like really quiet, and then other times it's really loud.
Is it's
Yeah,
loud or
very
it's quiet or it's
inconsistent.
clearly dubbed in.
Yes, amazing ADR work. Cannot forget about that.
I swear, there's times where I thought, and then that's only when you get sound. Like anytime there's a scene of people just
Mm-hmm.
walking around, there's like nothing. It's dead silent. There are moments where
Even the
I
foot
swear, I
not there.
got up to go to the bathroom because I thought I paused the movie. I come back, I was like, oh fuck, it's been like 2 minutes. And that didn't happen, and that happened like multiple times. I'd pause it to do something, come back, go, oh, I didn't pause it
Damn,
at all. It was just there's no noise, so I can't tell.
that's kind of funny actually.
Yeah, it was a little funny. In hindsight, it's funny, but it was also like a little annoying.
But yeah, I can definitely understand why that's annoying because obviously when you're watching something, you're just kind of like, hey, what happened? Did I accidentally mute my TV? Did I accidentally pause it? Like, what's going on? Soundbar not working? Nope, that's just how the movie is. And you're going to like it, says Paul.
Yeah, I guess I have to.
Um, hmm.
So so yeah, the dad dies. He gets sicker and sicker
Yeah,
because
he keeps getting sick. It turns out that those L
the L
things
meter's
and the
bullshit.
COVID
It's
kit did
just
not work.
it tells your heartbeat and records your voice, which Dr. Biggs
Yeah,
can
it
just listen
records
to.
audio because there's a cop who also takes it
And
or
there's the
gets
other
one of
guy,
those.
the assistant to the senator, who also
Yeah,
wants to kill Terry because Terry keeps following him in the car and playing really loud music.
yeah, plays really loud music, keeps bothering that man because he looks different from him, and Terry's just too deep in the sauce of conspiracy theories.
He
So
also is dressed like a fucking Twilight vampire with that
he really
black
was. Like, I
black
was getting
overcoat with a
Will
popped
Shooter
up
vibes
collar.
from him too. And then I was like, damn, what the hell is happening? I mean, I even wrote this in my notes because I was writing, besides like plot points, I was also writing just things that I was thinking in my head. And I was just like, where's the college? Where's the clash at the college?
Yeah, there are clashes. I mean, I think it's what isn't it the town called like College Town or something?
I think.
Like it was like College Town or whatever. And I was kind of waiting for okay, but when do they actually like go to college? But it's just like a lot of like
Never.
walking around. We forgot to talk about the investigative reporter because that's like one of the key plots of the film.
Oh
Terry falls
yeah.
in love with this investigative reporter who's investigating Dr. Biggs and her
Big
whole fucking sham of a
scam.
business.
Yep. Yeah. She's checking all that. And she's also, I don't want to say teaming up, but she's also in cahoots with the congresswoman who's
Yeah,
also trying to take down
Dr. Biggs.
Biggs. I keep wanting to say Briggs, but I know that's not it.
No, it's Dr. Biggs. She's probably my favorite
Dr.
character of the
Biggs.
whole in the whole movie because she's so cartoonishly evil.
Yeah, she really committed to that role of just being insane weirdo.
Yeah, she fucking uses Terry to get close to the investigative reporter to take pictures of what's happening. She goes, Terry, kill her, push her off the cliff. When the dad fucking dies, because she wants to run for senator, and she convinces the
Yeah,
dad to
first
donate
one for
50
Congress.
grand to her campaign, and then he dies, and then she uses his phone, the dead dad's phone, to text Terry to be like, she did the best she could. Send her the 50 grand to
That's
her.
my last dying wish.
Yeah, send the 50 grand that was for your college to her campaign.
But don't go to college either. There's too many woke
Don't go to
shit going
college.
on.
There's too many clashes.
And clashes. Clash of wokeness.
You don't have time to go to college. You'll be too busy listening to Rush Limbaugh at that time.
No, in this one it's Sean Lindbergh.
Yeah, Sean Lindbergh or fucking I forgot the Alex Jones
Rogan
ripoff.
Benson.
Alfred Jones.
Yeah, Alfred Jones.
I'll be too busy listening to Alfred Jones and about the real life tragedy of Sandy Hook because we're not gonna fake that name.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna put a real school shooting tragedy in here, but we will change some of these other names. But this real life school shooting, yeah, that stays
The shootings are happening.
bizarre.
Technically, Terry does show up to the senator's house and shoots up the place and tries to find her to kill her, and then fails. And then Dr. Pig's just like, you can't arrest him, officer, because if you do,
He's a white man.
he's a white guy, and if you want exemption from getting the vaccine, then you're gonna let him go free.
Because he's white.
He's white, and I'm evil, and you have to do what I say.
And he's been my patient since he was a baby.
Yeah, since he was a goo goo gaga baby.
I mean, yeah, again, we're going to be so over the place, it does not really matter. I mean, back to the investigative reporter and Terry. She seems to be kind of okay with Terry, even though, he's like blasting conspiracy theories like left and right, which usually would turn off a lot of people because they're like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, but she's into freaks like that.
Yeah, but she's like, I can fix him.
No, yeah, that's exactly it. She's definitely like, I can fix him. And like, she does. She does it.
Kind of does. She just made him realize, hey, this led me to being an asshole. And, I don't like being an asshole. Even my priest couldn't help me with that. Also, I'm just going to say this up front. That priest, the most based priest ever.
He's just like, you guys are fucking stupid, but I'm going to show you the way. He's like, no, don't burn down my church. You're literally not fixing anything.
Sorry, your talking just left me in.
No, you're
I
fine.
don't even remember where I was going to go now.
It's okay. This film will do that to you.
Because it's just that provocative.
Yeah, there's just so much to talk about, yet there's nothing. It's truly an enlightening movie.
There was a funny... Just going a little off topic, there was a funny Letterboxd review because there's only like 13, including mine. Which one was it? Hang on, give me a sec. Wait, quick, talk about something before.
I liked when Dr. Biggs is just like, Christmas is canceled because the fucking certain people are going to shoot their lasers and killed Santa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, what the hell?
Yeah, here it is.
I found it.
It's mentioned in the view. When you want to celebrate Christmas, but the local MAGA doctor has to break it to you that the Mothchild family just blew up Santa with their lasers, and the only cure is Lyme disease.
Space lasers. Yeah, I found the other one I was looking for. It was Terry and Trumpland, or TIT. Well, it says Trumplant. Yeah, or TIT is a technically incompetent masterpiece written by someone who both knows too much and too little about American politics.
True.
Which, yeah, pretty fair. But also just absolutely hilarious at the same time. Truly, yeah, this was truly something to behold. And I cannot believe it exists.
Oh, we can't forget that Dr. Biggs, after Terry's dad dies, she consoles him and then gives him an AR-15.
An AR-15?
There's like, your dad would have wanted you to have this. And then later on, when the fucking priest confronts her about violence, she's like, you know what? If Jesus had a couple of AR-15s, he would not have been crucified. And it's like, damn, Dr. Biggs. Fuck.
I was like, what the fuck? But then again, I honestly would not put it out of the picture that some gun-toting, Bible-thumping Southern conservative would say something like that. Which is also, like, just flat-out insane. But, I mean, again,
fucking
Dr. Biggs, a little cuckoo bananas is what I'll say.
Dr. Biggs is a little fucking crazy, dare I say.
Yeah, he's a little weird. I'm just putting that out there.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish someone got shot and killed in this movie. They really blue-balled me on that front, if I'm being honest.
With that poster where he's got the gun, I thought there was something gonna happen, and then, you know, when they announced the active shooting situation, I was like, oh shit, are we gonna get like a whole he just fucks up the town thing, or what?
Yeah, nope, the only person that dies is dad of a fucking heart attack, because he collapses, ironically tearing down the signs for Dr. Biggs for the Senate.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, after he's like calling out her bullshit for once. Yeah, that was hilarious. Oh yeah, and then he gets beat up by the liberal activist guy.
He gets punched in the nose. He gets his ass kicked in because he won't wear a mask.
Yeah, the park thing where, he was to wear a mask. And he's like, yo, fuck you. And then that other guy's like, fuck you. Bam, I'm gonna beat you up. Knock you out. So yeah,
he punches him like a lot. So hard that he broke his nose after like 10 punches.
And then that other one later on where he just beats him up as he gets to the investigative girl's house. And then he's like, oh, I could kill him right now. And she's like, no, he's a human.
That, if you kill him, that would be giga cringe.
Are about. And then he's like, fuck this, I quit. And then, he returns back like 5 minutes later.
Actually, I feel kind of bad. And I realized that giving up my membership means I don't get a discount at like that little community store. So if I can just be like
that, I really like that store.
So if I can like be brought back, please, I'd actually like really appreciate it.
Okay.
I was like, I believe in second chances. So even though you did try to burn down that church multiple times, and you beat the shit out of Terry, and you almost killed Dr. Biggs with a gun, and you broke into her house, and then you tried to kill Terry here, I forgive you. Also, don't forget, the way we learned that Dr. Biggs is really evil is that she kills her dog. Because he's too loud.
Yes. Yeah, bad day for doesthedogdie.com.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot watch this film with your kids, because the dog dies. So, if it wasn't for that, you could totally sit down. Because you know how much kids love 3-hour-long conspiracy theory movies.
Yeah, COVID dramas with a satirical layer over it. Yeah, kids love eating that stuff up.
Yeah, they fucking love that slop. Just like pump it directly into their veins.
Yeah, just like that one video you sent with the pig. No AI, no filters, just 100% slop.
AI slop without the AI. No AI, just slop.
Great video.
Yeah, it was. I was like, okay, you've earned the like. Here you go. That was funny. Oh yeah, remember when the Dr. Biggs just like, you're an investigative reporter girl you like? Well, she's cheating on you with the angry activist. And then later, there's a Jewish doctor, and he's like, that is my daughter, and that guy is my son. I was like, whoa, incest? What?
Incest is wincest?
Where did this come from? I didn't know I was watching Fantasies by John Derrick.
Yeah, had to bring that up.
It was the first one that came to mind that had like kind of subtle incest in it.
Yeah, you do have me there.
Yeah, if there's another Nefarious Reels film that has incest adjacent things, let me know and I'll change my reference.
Fantasy. I don't want to think about that on the dot right now, but Old Boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, what
Well,
is
I guess
this?
that was a
Old
little more.
boy?
Yeah, Old Boy was a little more not subtle because that was
Father.
like an integral part of the plot. So, but yeah, father.
Whoosh. And then Dr. Biggs kills him with an AR-15.
Pow. Yeah. So anyway, started blasting.
Pow pow. All right. Uh, 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 uh anything else? My brain can't function when thinking about this film.
We did get pizza, and Paul did learn his lesson by asking for a certain kind, and he did not get the one with the round things on them. I
Well,
will
no,
say
no, because
that.
it cuts to the pizza, and half the pizza is pepperoni, but the other half is cheese.
Wait,
So
was it?
that makes up. Yeah.
How did I not notice that?
How did you not
I
notice
think I saw
that?
it way too quick, and I just noticed that it was just cheese.
One half is cheesy, and they talk about the cheese pizza a lot. They say it's the best cheese pizza in town, but when it cuts to it, it's a half cheese, half
Oh my god.
pepperoni.
So what you're
That's where
saying is I need
Terry's
to
just
rewatch
like,
this
I
again.
could see your names in the pizza. This is a secret child ring you're a part of.
Yeah, it's a child sex ring, just like the one that Hillary Clinton ran.
Yeah, but also Bapal Kutupali, he did not understand hot dogs for apparently because, as he mentioned, he thought for the longest time that hot dogs were made of dog meat.
Apparently, I don't know where he got that from, but now he likes them.
Yeah, good for him. I'm glad he likes hot dogs now. I like when he has to run away because Terry's getting the gun. He runs with the hot dog because he wanted
Yeah,
it that bad. I might die here right now, but I'm gonna die with my hot dog.
like an American.
Yeah, like a fucking epic American.
Truly epic and based.
Yeah, you didn't see me, but I just dabbed. Yeah.
Bam.
Let's see. Well, I guess I briefly covered the one character we haven't talked about, which is the angry guy's girlfriend, I guess. She's pregnant
Yeah.
or something, and she wants to get like anti-birth pills, and Dr. Biggs is like,
Abortion.
no. And she's like, I can't drive a car. I just want pills. I want this and that. This is bullshit. I hate you.
You're too needy.
You're too cringe.
Stop using your brain for everything, you know?
Oh, is that really your
I'm...
name, Asian lady? Is it really?
Yeah, where are you really from? Because you're definitely not from America.
Let me speak in a language you understand. Then she pulls her eyes and makes some sense. It goes ding dong dong. Dr. Biggs would do that.
I mean, yeah, given her character, yes, I think she would. No, she definitely would.
Yeah, I guess Paul Katupali had to rein that back because he wanted Dr. Biggs not to be too silly, more realistic.
Like, she had to be a certain level of just unhinged racist, and that was going too far.
That would probably be a bit in Always Sunny. D has a meltdown. It's like, oh, you did like they have a fight in a fucking Chinese place, and it's like, oh, you don't understand me, and then she goes, oh. And then she does that, and they're like, whoa, D, what the fuck?
Shut up, bird.
But yeah, Clash of the College Part 2. Or Part 3, or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know anymore.
Part 2 and 3.
Part 2 and 3.
I mean, I guess also, just one other thing I forgot. Oh, wait, I totally forgot after the shooting, and then he goes to the hospital, and he racks up the big bill.
Yeah.
And then he's like talking to the whoever runs the hospital bills.
And the reveal of his birthday.
His birthday was 9/11/2001.
For half a second, I was like, is that like a fake birthday he's giving? But it's like, no,
off.
That's just his birthday.
It was like, oh my god, Paul, you didn't have to commit that hard to the bit.
Look, yeah, I'm not saying that Carrie caused 9/11, but like, I think it's on the table.
It could be, Yeah, and then after Terry, learns about his assholery, he does go join the Q, so...
Now he's part of QAnon. Good for him.
Quaker Anon.
Q for Quaker Oats.
Yep, and then he does other stuff.
He's just like, hey, I just want to let you know that I was there that night and I took pictures of the phone, and also I was planning on killing you, but I didn't. And he's like, oh my god, Terry, that's so hot, and I knew you wouldn't kill me. That's why I stood by that cliff. And going, ooh, wow, that fall sure is far. I'd probably die on an impact. And all my secrets would be kept with me.
Yep.
I mean,
And
I'll
they
say
also
this.
protest with kindness by
Yeah.
planting trees.
Yeah, planting trees. Hey, that tree's looking thirsty. I'm gonna give it some water. And it's like, I don't know if you should be using the same jug you use to pour gasoline in to pour water onto trees. I think that gasoline
He
residue
cleaned
would be
it
bad.
out
What if he just started a forest fire? He's just like, little do they know, I'm going to
accidentally,
shut this
and he's
forest
like,
down.
"Oh, dang it!"
This is Paul Katupali's Megalopolis. This is his magnum opus. This is the Megalopolis that Francis Ford Coppola wanted to make but couldn't. I will give it. I have to respect Paul for giving his all and actually going out of way to make a magnum opus 3 hour long film to cover
Yeah,
everything he wanted to, even if he really shouldn't have at all.
but who cares? It exists. It's a piece of shit, but it's my piece of shit.
Yeah, like it's completely different from the first film, which I guess I also kind of like, cause like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, like if he was already working in the movie at the time or not, but like, cause remember Red Letter Media made that spotlight episode on Clash in the College,
Yep.
and then later on, I think probably like in 2023 they made it, and then probably a year later this came out. So I don't know if he was already making the movie or he saw how there was this resurgence of interest in Clash in the College. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make another movie. I can appreciate he just tried to do something completely different and fitting with the times instead of just let me just make Clash in the College again.
But now it's Trumpland,
Yeah,
and there's a guy named Terry.
yeah, there is, and he's in Trumpland and he gets Trump burgers with creamy MAGA sauce.
And
Also,
or
they only
in,
ordered one milkshake, so I guess him and his dad are just like sharing it, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Which bold choice?
I mean, the mom did die of an OD, which may or may not have been caused by Dr. Briggs. We can't. She never said that she did anything, but I would not put her past her if
I
she
think we
literally
can
killed her.
further imply it was. We can use context clues.
But I think I don't want to say that we talked about everything. There's probably a bunch of stuff we just don't remember from this film.
I am looking through to see if there's anything else. Yeah, we got the threat. We got his dad dying. We got the pledge. We got Dr. Biggs arrested. I don't know. It seems like we got. I think we dabbled around everything from what I'm looking at in my notes.
Well, that's
But
good.
honestly, I don't know what else we can talk about because it's just, again, it's one of those where it feels like so much is going on, but there's so little at the same time.
We did the best we could that we could remember.
But yeah,
I guess with that, we're done with Clash of the College Part 2.
everyone watch it.
Terry trying to everyone watch it's on Tubi right now. You have literally no excuse.
There's no
Fall
subscription
down the rabbit hole,
fees.
people.
Find all of those Tubi movies. They are very fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Is Clash of the College is not on Tubi. You're gonna have to figure that out on your own.
Yeah, I don't know where you're gonna. Yeah, it took me a second to find this on Tubi because when I typed in the entire title, I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" And then I just did Terry and Trumpland. I was like, "Oh,
I don't know why you did that. Literally, you just click on the letterbox page, and then it tells you where to watch it, and it has the Tubi TV, and you just click play. Like, did you do this like on your like TV? Was that the issue?
no." When I was searching up the movie, I thought that it was like because it wasn't like on like my home page. It was or like my list wasn't shown or my list wasn't. I don't think I remember actually putting it on my list, but yeah, it was like I was going Clash in the College, Terry and Trumpland. I was like, what the hell? And then I just did Terry in, and I was like, oh, there it is.
I guess the one question we have to ask Is Clash in the College Part 2 Terry and Trumpland better than Clash in the College?
I would. I don't know. I would say it's a little better. It's a lot
I
more crazy.
Yeah, I would say it's better too. I think it's attempting a lot more. It's more ambitious, I feel like. Not to say that the first film isn't ambitious, but they were definitely doing a whole lot more with Terry and Trumpland than I think they were at Clash on the College. But that only leaves us Hitler's Girl. That's the last Paul Katupali film we need to watch.
Yeah, we'll have to find that somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to buy the DVD like I did for the first Clash on the College from Paul Katupali, and then that's how we'll watch it. But I think we've said everything we need to say about Clash on the College.
Yeah. All right. So now that we are done with the recommendations, let's talk about which one is the better of the two. So, Ninjai, which one is your pick for the best?
Oh man, it's a bit of a tough call, but I think in just terms of how much entertainment I got out of it, think I think I have to give it to Mac and Me. They don't have a lot going on in this film, but it's only like an hour and a half. Terry Trumpland, I do have my enjoyment on. I would recommend watching, but it is 3 hours. Like if this was 2 hours, I think I would get way more enjoyment out of it. But
Mm-hmm.
Paul Cuttapoli, he didn't want to sacrifice his vision and stuck with 3 hours. So good for him. Unfortunately, it means I have to give Mac and Me the point here.
All right. And honestly, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of having a tough decision. Like, I rated Mac and Me higher, but I got more entertainment out of Clash in the College. But again, it's also 3 hours. So maybe it might be peer pressure, but honestly, Mac and Me is it's a lot shorter. It doesn't have much fat, if any, but there's some enjoyment, I would say, out of Mac and Me. So we're gonna go with Mac and Me
Yep.
also
So that's
because Terry and Trumpland doesn't have a McDonald's dance scene.
unfortunately not. I mean, they did have the Trump burgers with their creamy MAGA sauce,
Yes, they did.
so yeah, unfortunately, Paul Cuttapoli has yet to get a victory. Though honestly, I wouldn't mind I kind of want to revisit Clash in the College just in Ed, just to see if I still think Ed
Mm-hmm.
is better. Since I think Clash in the
Oh
College had
yeah.
way more staying power in our brains than Ed did.
Mm-hmm. Just recommend it for film club next time around.
Yeah, we'll both recommend Clash in the College and Ed, and then we'll make people watch it, and then we'll get the real sense of what people want.
Yes.
But yeah, but I mean, Paul Kudapali has Hitler's Girl. That could be his like golden goose right there. There's real diamond in the rough.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
for now, Mechami won. The retro pick won. You won. Congratulations. Your first victory of the new year, actually, and it only took the second
Whoopee.
episode.
Not bad.
Questions.
On the questions now?
Yeah, on the questions. After I take a sip of water.
All right. Actually, I will be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom for a second.
All right, take your time.
Yep.
Instead of having to edit out all that empty space while he goes to the bathroom, I'm just gonna read from Insanity, Jeff the Killer, the Jeff the Killer fanfiction that I own. Chapter 1. Naomi, are you ready to go? My mom called me from downstairs. I grabbed my suitcase and pillow and headed downstairs. Yes, I'm ready, I sighed. Do I have to go to camp? Yes, you do. I signed you up and paid for everything. I went out the back door and put my things in the trunk. I got in the front seat. You'll have fun, Naomi, Mom said. You might even meet someone there. Sure, Mom. You always say that. I put my headphones in. I always get this feeling when something bad is about to happen. I got that feeling on the way to camp, and something usually always does happen. Last time it happened, I cut my hand open while slicing lemons and limes for juice. I still have the scar. We got there, and I got my stuff out of the car and went to find out where my cabin was. On the way there, I passed a kid who looked like my age. As I walked by him, that feeling got stronger, but I dismissed it. I stopped and looked at him. He had a white hoodie on. He also had short brown hair. Why would you wear a hoodie during the summer? I thought. He looked at me. He had blue eyes I couldn't help but stare into. He smiled at me, so I looked away and kept walking. I mumbled, "Weirdo." I met my counselors and campmates, and we went to our cabins. We had 2 hours before dinner. I put my stuff down by one of the beds and walked outside to the fire pit and plugged in my headphones. I sat there for a while, and while I was changing my songs, I heard a branch crack. I got up, and then I took my headphones out and listened. It sounded like it was behind me, but I didn't want to look. I was afraid it was some kind of wild animal. I felt a hand on my shoulder. I screamed and turned around to see the kid from earlier. "Oh, I'm sorry." Oh, sorry, that's Jeff. "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you?" he asked. "Yeah, kind of," I said. "My name's Jeff. I'm Naomi. I noticed earlier you were staring at me. Why?" "Oh, I was just..." I stopped and thought. Why was I staring? So I made something up. "I was just staring because you're wearing a hoodie during the summer." "Yeah, so?" he said. "It's weird," I said. "It's the way
Okay, I'm
I
back.
dress," Jeff said. "Oh, you're back?"
Are you reading the Jeff the Killer
Yeah, I
fanfic?
didn't want to edit out the like minute or two of dead air while you were going to the bathroom, so I decided to just start reading the book for the audience.
Nice.
But I
I
guess
did read that back in October, and it was something,
like in its
is what
entirety.
I'll say. Yeah, I read it in like a day, so
Okay, that
because
means
it's
you're ready
very
for the
short.
second book.
There's a second?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's only two books because the author received
My
harassment when the books
God.
got covered on YouTube, and then it killed all their motivation to write more, which is a shame.
Wow.
Once
Shame.
again, the internet ruins everything. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the audience on that cliffhanger there.
Okay.
Dad, get your gun!
All right, so we're on the
Yep,
questions.
we're on to questions now. Our first one is from Robert, first of two, because I missed his question last episode. Whoops. Which is, are there. Oh, excuse me. Are there any critics who you enjoy reading/slash watching, despite frequently disagreeing with them? No, I only listen to people who share my opinion because I am always right and I am never wrong.
I'm trying to think of like recently, because usually I like to. Okay, I shouldn't say I want to like listen, because I usually try to at least like read or listen to people from different perspectives on movies. So I mean, some people that I'll read or listen, like, yeah, read like reviews of or listen to might have differing opinions from me, which is always fun to see. It's like, okay, here's what you liked about it, here's what they didn't compared to me, and so it's kind of hard to say exactly in that kind of sense where, you just go, oh, they just downright disagree with me with everything. But
Yeah, I haven't really
eh,
checked out many like critic related things recently. I think it's just my taste of what I want to check out online is different. But I think
mhm.
the critics I enjoy reading is you, the audience, and everything you say, even though you're always wrong on like everything. It's people like you that really make me want to change in a ways of just doubling down on my opinions.
Everyone loves Armand White,
Yeah, Armin White, the icon. That is true. He is
a
well.
man who said that I Pronounce Who Chuck and Larry is a better gay movie than Brokeback Mountain.
Well, actually, Armin White isn't really fair because we agree with him on every take he's ever had. So, yeah, not really that good of
And
an
he's a big
answer.
Adam Sandler connoisseur, so that's also something.
Yeah, but yeah, there's not really a lot of critics I read or watch. Not in a sense of like I frequently disagree with them. It's just that I just don't really watch a lot of critic stuff anymore as much as I used to back in the day.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, mine's is just more kind of like dabbling around. Sometimes I'll read some based on certain movies, based on what I'm like thinking about it, or just actually want to hear what other people say. Like if it's something like Megalopolis, I'm gonna go everywhere reading what people are saying about it, because that was quite the discussion that some people had, for some thinking it was good to like amazing, and some people always just calling it like the worst movie of the year. Like it's kind of fun when you just go around when it's movies like that, or really just any movie in general, where you just kind of getting everyone's perspective on a certain piece of art. So a little inconclusive, I think, is our answer for it.
Yeah, I guess so. Next question is from Mattias. Favorite Rankin Bass project?
Gonna have to look this up.
Yeah, I
I
gotta look.
was Rankin Bass projects.
Rankin Bass are the guys that do the stop motion Christmas stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah. Ooh. Hang on. Let's take a look.
Click on the old
It'll-
Rankin Bass
Rudolph the
Productions.
Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's a classic.
Wait, they worked on a film called King Kong Escapes.
Apparently. Oh, yeah. Santa Claus Comes to Town. That's another.
This one's going on the watch list.
Frosty the Snowman. Oh shit! They did that animated Hobbit movie
Yeah.
and Lord of the
The
Rings.
one with a MIP.
Yeah, with Mip. Away you go, you nasty foul thing.
Oh, we were
You kissed your dad
right
on the mouth.
there, man.
She's actually pretty good at that. Yeah, she's good. Honestly, out of these, the most nostalgic one I probably have is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and that's obviously always a classic around Christmas time.
Yeah, that's always a banger, like a lot of them. Yeah, Frosty the Snowman's epic. Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yep.
Right, I think just a lot of their
Yeah,
stop
those.
motion stuff. I haven't seen The Last Unicorn, but apparently that's an absolute banger, so have to check that out eventually.
Yeah, at some point. But yeah, I'm going with Rudolph as my main pick. So
Yeah, I'm gonna give an underrated shout out to the Little Drummer Boy 2. Not the short itself, but the fucking villain song, where it's just a dude singing about how money makes you poor or makes you rich.
deep.
I have a special that I love the song of that. It's a bop. It's a banker, man. You just gotta hear it. Money, money, money makes you poor or makes you rich. Money, 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 it's the gold and silver itch. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good song. Next question is from Timmy. What is 100 minus 33? That's 67. I'll learn basic math, you idiot.
6, 7.
Yeah, 67. Be careful, Timmy. If you're not careful, you might catch Ligma. Ligma balls. Ha, got 'em. Don't worry, I got some tickets for you. They're for SawCon. SawCon these nuts. Ayo.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't worry, Timmy. Maybe you want some of D's nuts in your mouth. Ha, got 'em.
Okay, I think you've
I made my
got your
point.
point across.
Okay, just make
Yeah.
it. I really wanted to make it clear. Yeah, for
Yeah,
the
I think you did.
Rizzler. Okay, now I'm done. All right.
Okay.
Next question is from Luca, which is life goals for 2026. I want to watch more weirdo freak films because I feel like I've kind of most of the freak films I watched last year were for Nefarious Reels. I kind of want to go back to the good old days where I was just watching shit for me, you know?
Just for yourself and not as like homework.
Yeah, just indulge. I'm not saying Nefarious Reels is homework, but there is kind of a sense where it's like I'm watching it out of partially more out of obligation.
Yeah.
Like I want to watch it for me, you know. And I've done a very poor job so far because I've only seen 5 films and only one of them was for myself. So I gotta bump those numbers up. Here we can bounce back and forth, so we don't just do one whole thing and then just.
Yeah.
So what's one you have?
So mine's is like 2 little things regarding movies. So I'm just gonna combine them into one. Go through my collection of Blu-rays, DVDs, Criterions, and like try and knock off most of the movies that I haven't seen that I own. Because there's a lot of them I just kind of like blind buy, and then I just kind of have them sitting, and then they're just kind of like burning on the shelf, and then I'm just like, I got to get around to these at some point. So that's a main goal, and then my other one is primarily just continue doing the writing for Substack and all that. So
What is Substack anyway?
yeah, just another like social media site where you can post. It's just just kind of like it's more of like a writing blog kind of social media site. So That's where I write out kind of my more lengthier reviews or doing my quickies if I feel like it, depending on depending on some movies, or currently just did my best and worst of the year. And I'm also writing up a little one about some anime that I watched over last year, like a weeb.
All right.
Yeah, I want to go with that a little more.
All right. My other one is I want to read more books, and not just Insanity Jeff the Killer, because I've already read that book last year.
Yeah,
Other books. That's kind of another goal I want to do. I've spent a lot of time
that's
on the
a good one.
screen, and I want to at least try to counteract it a little with some other stuff to stare at.
Fair. Very fair. That's the one thing I like about having like physical copies of books. It's not, you're not like looking at a screen or like, yeah, even an iPad. You're actually just away from that, little peace and quiet, and then you just start reading.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very soothing. And it's nice to also kind of catch up on some of those, because that's like what I've been doing the last couple years. And yeah, and I want to add more manga into my reading schedule, I guess.
Yeah. That's kind of all my main life goals, or at least the ones I want to talk about.
I'll do one more. It's more of like a personal one for myself, but it's really just kind of working on myself, like mentally, because I sometimes, not like when I'm around you, but like there are times in my life where like I'm just out and about, and I kind of like work myself up a little more. Like I overthink a lot of things. I overly criticize myself, and I just kind of want to work on actually like trying to be more like reminding why I'm me.
Yeah, it's fair. I get
And like
that.
not comparing myself to others, and because it's kind of hard, you know. It's like you see everyone else and you're just like, oh, they're doing all this stuff and I'm just here. But I'm like, I kind of like doing this. Like, I like talking about movies. I like talking about bad ones with you, because, you know, we get conversations like Terry and Trumpland.
Yeah, we get to talk about all
Or,
that
you know,
like weird shit. Stuff
yeah,
we
or,
probably
you know, there's
never
those
would have
ones that
seen without
make
this
us.
podcast.
That is very true. Because I don't know how long it would have taken me to watch like almost 20 David Decado movies if it wasn't for you.
Yeah. I mean, I probably could have gone without ever watching Not Cool for like the
I
rest
think we all
ever.
could have,
But, you know, these things just happen.
we all have to suffer.
Yeah. I mean, then again, I did make us both watch like all 8 Alpha and Omega films, so I guess in a way we're kind of
Yeah,
even.
you did do that.
Look, I just didn't want to have an evil bong situation where we stretch out our suffering over the course of years, so I picked the other
Oh my
evil.
God. Yeah, I'd like to forget about Evil Bong.
Yeah, just be glad that we haven't had a new Evil Bong film since Gingerweed Man.
Well, technically 888, I think, was the last one.
Yeah, but the last one we reviewed was Gingerweed Man.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. No, sorry. I was thinking of Ouija's when you were mentioning that.
Well, Ouija's was a surprise hit in comparison to like the 4 other films we talked about
Yeah.
that day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, should we move on to the next question?
Yeah, we can move on.
All right, next question is from Landon, which is either of you got you Simpsons guys?
No.
Well, I heard O.J. Simpson was pretty good in those Naked Gun films, and apparently he was a pretty good football guy.
Oh my God.
So, you know, maybe I can meet up with him. I mean, like I've heard he's passed away recently, which is a shame, but like, you know, like what else has he really done of note in his life, really?
Infamous murder trial.
Well, look, he was acquitted, so it's fine. The glove didn't fit, therefore,
Must acquit.
yeah, they had to acquit him. But more seriously, Simpsons fun. I've seen episodes. There was like a period where because when my sister had Disney Plus and she let me use her account, I was like, yeah, let me watch all those seasons of The Simpsons. I think I got through like 5 or 6 seasons. And famously, if you remember the lore, I seen the Simpson movie like about over 10 times. Because apparently when I was a kid, that was like apparently really funny, so I had to buy it and watch it.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah,
mean, my only
not really any.
consumption of The Simpsons is through memes. That's it.
meme osmosis. I mean, if you have
Yep,
Disney
that's
Plus,
it.
you should at least watch some of the seasons. Like, why not?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just too much. I'm too deep into King of the Hill right now.
That's fair. King of the Hill is a banger show.
It is such a good show.
Shockingly, we did not reference Dale at all in the Clash in the College
Oh,
Libertarian
damn
Trumpland
it!
discussion.
Oh, fuck. That would have been
It's a shame because I
perfect.
remember before the episode, I was ready to do a bit where I go, "My name is Dr. Biggs," and then you can do a pocket sand bit.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, you've seen that episode, right? Or is
Re-
it?
yep. I'm on yeah, I'm close to finishing season 9, so yeah, Pocket Sand was like season 6.
You're getting there. Anyway, but this leads us into our final question, which is from Robert, specifically for this episode, which is, can you agree on what movies were the best and worst from last year? No, we cannot. It's
I
impossible.
can.
Well, I've only saw like 11 films, 12 films from 2025. So, mine is not going to be that in depth. I guess we can just do our top 3 and bottom 3, and then we can just work from there.
Yeah, that works.
Do you want to start with the top 3 or
Oh,
the bottom 3?
hey, God.
Bless
Holy
you.
shit. Thank you. Let's go bottom 3.
Okay, do you want to go first with number 3, or should I go first?
Uh, I'm the host, so I'll go first.
Oh, well, fucking okay then, Mr. Big Shot.
But yeah, so my third worst movie of last year was War of the Worlds that we talked about.
Yeah, so we don't have to get in depth with what that is.
Yep.
In fact, odds are, if you're watching this podcast, you've already seen War of the Worlds, and you already hate that I did not pick it as the winner of the episode. My number 3 is this film that you've never heard of, and has only 18 people have watched it. It's called False Prophets, which is pretty much just a film of a woman who hooks up with this pastor guy and defrauds money from the church to fund her lifestyle, her alternative lifestyle. It's pretty bad and boring, and I didn't like it.
False Prophets. Trying to see if I've seen the poster before. All right. So my number 2 worst movie of last year was Hurry Up Tomorrow. It was The Weeknd's movie that he starred in, and he sucked. It's very bizarre. He's literally like him. He's basically playing himself. And Jenna Ortega's there. Perry Keoghan's there. The Weeknd can't act. It's very cringy, but also, I think, trying to take itself seriously. But it just fails in every aspect. And it looks good, but it's just really dumb. And then it basically like rips off Misery near the end, and then talking about The Weeknd's music career, and that's what really is it. And yeah, it's terrible, so don't bother watching it.
All right, my number 2 film is a film called The Delegator. I'm not going to talk about it because it needs to be experienced. I've messaged every friend that had a 2025 ranking and went, when are you going to watch 2025's The Delegator? And only Mattias fell for it and took the bait, and he watched it. I'm also really mad because someone told Alex Leonce about this film, and he watched it, and he stole the top spot of most liked review from me, and I'm very mad and upset about that. Someone told him. I don't know. I know it's one of you fucks told him about it.
It was not me. I'm just saying it was not me.
Someone told him, and I'm very mad because I was the only review, and I fucking got stolen from me. But yeah, that's my number 2. So what's your worst film that you saw from last year?
My worst film of last year was The Electric State. It was on Netflix, directed by the Russo brothers. They're like, I don't know, big boy movie, but it's really bad. It is so boring. Yeah, it's like their big boy movie that's not Marvel. But yeah, they like try it's based off like a picture book. When you look at like the concept of a picture book, it looks better, but they just fail in every aspect of this movie, and then it just happens. It blows chunks. It's ass. Chris Pratt's in it. He looks like he doesn't give a shit. And yeah, it's terrible. So just don't even bother. It's terrible. It's bad. It's the worst movie of last year.
All right. My pick for worst film of last year was War of the Worlds, because I hate everyone who likes the movie, and I'm doing this to spite them, so I look contrarian and cool.
Okay.
Yep, and that's all our questions. So, Cole, take us to the final part.
All right. Wait, did you want to do the three best, or do you just want to
Oh,
do
right.
three worst?
I completely
Or...
forgot about the three best films. I was totally like, okay, we did the bit. We're done.
All right.
Okay, but yeah.
Three best. So number 3 for me right now is Marty Supreme. Josh Safdie still got it with the anxiety-induced filmmaking. And Tim Cham's an unlikable New Yorker. What a shock. A New Yorker's an unlikable dude. Very arrogant, but he's also really damn good at ping pong. And it leads to so many different things going on, and it's insane. 2.5 hours of just adrenaline rush, and I really enjoyed it. It was the best Safdie movie of the year, of the two.
All right. My number 3 was The Phoenician Scheme, which is a Wes Anderson film. I should also note, I'm pretty sure The Phoenician Scheme is my least favorite Wes Anderson film. So, take that for what you will. I barely watched any movies last year. I mean, it's got its Wes Anderson stuff. There is some funny things in it. I just couldn't really get invested in the characters really at all.
Yeah, I don't know. This one was kind of like one of the more forgettable Wes Andersons. Like, the style's there, obviously. It's fun, but it's kind of just meh, because it really is like, I mean, Wes Anderson's kind of a broken record with his filmmaking, but honestly, I kind of enjoy that he does, like, he knows what works for him, but at the same time, it does. I think I'm starting to get a little tired of it. I don't
There's a
know,
bit of
but
fatigue. Like, I think he really needs to keep the
fatigue
style, but
is
he's got to do something
definitely the
really
word.
different.
It's just very substanceless, and it's starting to, yeah. I think that fatigue is really starting to kick in.
Like, because I think about, like, Asteroid City, which I always also kind of feel like it's very Wes Anderson-ly to, like, an extreme. But I think at least has a very distinct, like, look and, like, visual style. The Phoenician Scheme, like, just is, like, a regular movie with the Wes Anderson style. Like, there's... Like, how many, like, great shots do you remember from the Phoenician Scheme in comparison to something like the Darjeeling Limited or Moonrise Kingdom?
You got a point there.
I mean, I guess the main one you think of is Benedict Cumberbatch doing the face. You know what I'm talking about.
Benedict Cucumber Patch.
Benedict come in my ass.
Wow.
Yeah, I really that was like instantaneous. It came to my mind.
Pulling no punches there.
Yeah, I guess you said I really pulled that one out of my ass.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, but too far, too much.
Maybe a little.
I'm pushing the envelope a little too far. Let's go to your number 2 pick.
Yeah, so my number 2 pick is One Battle After Another.
Or also better known as 1 billion battles and 1,000 cattle.
1,000 cattles. Yeah. Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson's newest. It's crazy because it's like he's like one of those filmmakers where it's like, damn, he keeps making like movies that are in my top 10, top 5 of the year, it seems. But this is like his 4th best movie to me that he's made. But this is like clearly a movie that is really for the times right now. Political thriller, very compelling story with Leonardo DiCaprio and Chase Infinity. Sean Penn's the most despicable guy you've ever seen. And for a 2 hour, 40-minute movie, it moves along so well. Like it feels like 2 hours. Like I've been meaning to rewatch this for a while. I mean, it's on HBO Max right now, so I really don't have excuses, but I'm just kind of waiting till the Oscar nominees come out.
I do need
So
to watch one battle after another, just so I can say, yes, my Paul Thomas Anderson list is complete.
is all complete
Yeah.
again. All right, now we can move on to your number 2.
All right, my number 2 is Final Destination Bloodlines. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun. I liked when all the people died horribly in inventive ways. That was very awesome and epic.
I love when that happens.
It was
Especially in this one. Like there are some really insane ways people die.
pretty awesome. Even if they did technically steal the fucking vending machine kill from a different film I watched this year, Tarot Curse, because someone else in that movie gets killed by a vending machine. Only it's much stupider. I'll say, because I don't think you're ever gonna watch Tarot Curse. So in Tarot Curse, the girl she can't get her snack out of the vending machine, so she sticks her hand up it to try to grab it, and then the machine activates and it like grinds up her hand and makes it all bloody, and then she just dies.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's not even the funniest death is the guy, because what happens if your wish comes true? Then you die. And in that one, the guy says, "Ooh, maybe I'll be prom king," and then he tries to hide out in his house so he doesn't get crowned prom king. But then the prom queen comes over, and he's just like, "You won prom king," and then puts the crown in his hand, and he goes, "Ah, shit." And then a chandelier falls on him, and he instantly dies.
Dang.
Terror Curse is not a good movie. I would not recommend watching it.
Okay.
But you should also check
noted.
it out, just to see a guy get killed by immediately, like after getting crowned prom king.
Very Carrie-like almost.
Yeah, but Final Destination Bloodlines was fun, and I really liked it. And hopefully they'll make another Final Destination film again. I hope they keep making them.
I mean, this was probably my favorite of the series at the moment.
It's not my
Tony
favorite.
Todd's...
I think it's like my third favorite, but it's still certified good. So, yeah.
And Tony Todd's final scene, perfection.
So good. When he rides on his skateboard and does that cool ass kickflip to show that he still got it.
Unk still got it. And they were like, "Damn, he is very cool.
Damn, he is just too good. Can't catch me, Death. I'm hitting this sick grind on my rails." Yeah. Now your number 1 best film of 2025.
My favorite movie of 2025
War of the Worlds
is Resurrection.
Oh, that was my second guess.
Wait, what did you say?
Your first one was going to be War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's my third worst movie of the year, but my favorite movie of the year at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Resurrection, I took a day trip down to Chicago on New Year's Eve to see it. Totally worth it.
Did you flick the bean while you were in Chicago?
I did not,
Damn.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, well.
But Resurrection, not going to be a movie for everybody, but one of those philosophical journeys about humanity, dreaming, and just the history of film that just felt like the type of movie I needed right now. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's very confusing narratively, but like visually, it is one of the most aesthetically pleasing looking movies that like every filmmaking aspect to see on display, you're just like, holy shit, how did he do this? Like, this is like a magic act, but even cooler than magic.
Epic. It probably also going out of your way to see was also pretty cool as well. Then if you just went to like your regular theater, if you were able to see it there.
Yeah, I went to the Gene Siskel Theater to see it. Pretty small theater, but it was a sold out crowd that I was at like 2:15 on New Year's Eve. So it was like, damn. Like, I know it's also Chicago. It's a lot more film heavy than it's more, yeah, like more film friendly than somewhere like where I'm at in like suburbs of Milwaukee. But
yeah.
Cool to stay in a crowd like that who all appreciate film in this capacity.
That's the exact opposite of what happened to me when I drove out to a theater in a different city so I can see Skinamarink, because there was no one at that theater showing, which, although
Damn.
honestly, it was probably still the best way to watch Skinamarink if you ask me, so we both probably
Probably
had the same
honestly makes it even
experience.
more creepy.
Yeah, imagine going
I
to
was about to say
Skinamarink full screen at a dark theater and you're like the only one there.
that whole man. Given some of my childhood fears, yeah, that definitely would have been very creepy vibes, which is what it's going for.
Yeah. But Resurrection is good. It's at least a 6 out of 10.
Resurrections, yeah,
It's a solid
it's
6, maybe like a high 5 on a bad day.
high five.
High 5, my wife. Anyway, my number 1 was The Ugly Stepsister. Very good, fun body horror. I like the part
Really
near the
gross.
end when she vomits up the thing.
Eh,
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, when she
Now that
goes,
you mention
ooh,
that, I think I
she's
have
like,
a gag reflex right
oh.
now.
She's like, oh, sorry, I got a little something in my throat here. Oh, there it is. I coughed it out.
Oh, it's a tapeworm.
Oh, well, I was trying to keep it vague for the audience because they might have not seen it yet, but it's a tapeworm. It's a whole lot of tapeworm,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Lessons learned. Never use tapeworms.
Yeah. No, the lesson is remember to take the stuff that lets you puke out the tapeworm in a timely manner. Tapeworms
Oh,
are
right,
awesome.
right, right,
Tapeworms are
right.
badass. Just gotta remember to take the medicine later.
Tapeworms are badass.
Look, tapeworms are a viable solution to weight loss as long as you take the medicine. Look, that's what Dr. Biggs told me when I talked about my weight problem. She's
Yes.
like, don't work out. That's the government trying to force you to tire yourself out. Here, take these tapeworms. Ingest these tapeworms.
Take these tapeworm pills.
Yeah. Eat all these tapeworm eggs. This will do better for you. And here's your L meter, so you know when to take the medicine to get them out of
Yes.
you. But with that, that's all their questions, so wrap it up.
Yes. So now that we're at the end, we are going to the recommendations. So, Ninjedi, what is your retro pick this time around?
Alright. Well, the next episode will fall in February, which is the month of love. And for the last 3 years, I've always recommended a John and Bo Derek film. But there are no more John and Bo Derek films.
Yeah, pop the champagne.
But there are still
Oh,
films
no.
directed by John Derek.
Oh, fuck.
But I went, fuck that. Bo Derek is the one that has to
Oh.
act in all those films, so I'm going to recommend a film starring Bo Derek instead. I went to
Okay.
Letterboxd, I looked up romance films. There is only like one romance film that we haven't seen yet with her in it that isn't either good or in the 2000s onward. And you know what? Seeing who the male lead of the film is, I feel like we have to see this and talk about it. So we're gonna do 1980s, A Change of Seasons.
A change of seasons. Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins is in this movie.
Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Yep, he's in this film with Bo Derek.
Fuck.
So we'll see. It has a 3.0, but only 500 people have seen it, and the reviews are like pretty mixed, but leading, I think, more negatively. So I think it still kind of applies. So we'll see. We'll see how it is.
We will see. All right, so I'm just gonna go to my modern pick. I think I'm just gonna reveal it. I really did not have much of a lead-in kind of brief summary of my movie pick.
It was a tough act to follow
just-
for me.
That is very true. So I'm not going to go the romance way, but I'm going to go a just goofy looking movie that I've heard a lot of things about. So we are going to be doing 2017's The Book of Henry.
Oh, hey, I own that on Blu-ray.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, and the thing I said Blu-ray, I literally typed in Blu-ray, so it's The Book of Blu-ray.
The Book of Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's
All
been a film
right.
I've always been meaning to recommend. So that'd be kind of neat. But yeah, so if
All
you
right.
don't want to get spoiled for A Change of Seasons or The Book of Henry, how about checking out those films in advance? Also, how about liking and subscribing? That would be cool. Ask us questions so we can answer them.
Very
Uh,
cool also.
that would be cool. We got a Blue Sky account I don't use. That'd be cool. First 5 episodes of Spotify is pretty cool. And you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius, happy oh god. Happy
Clash in the College Part 2.
Trumpland,
Happy Clash in the College
happy
Part 2,
Clash in the
Terry and
College,
Trumpland. Happy
happy
Mac and
Round
Me. Happy
Things,
McDonald's.
happy Coca-Cola.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.